Syrian rebel and government forces continue to fight north of the city of Aleppo, while the United States says it will now arm those opposed to President Bashar al-Assad. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says diplomats are still pushing for the negotiated solution of a transitional authority for Syria.
There's a unanimity about the importance of trying to find a way to peace, not a way to war. Now, the Assad regime is making that very difficult.
Kerry and UK Foreign Minister William Hague are pushing for direct talks in Geneva between Syria's government and its opponents. It's a plan backed by the European Union and many Arab states, including Egypt.
Egypt has always demanded a negotiated political solution to the crisis, and we are working to gather all of the opposition forces so that they are all represented in Geneva and so that those talks express the will of all of the Syrian factions, including the internal opposition.
EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton says there's no military solution to the conflict.
First of all, to agree absolutely with the Minister that we are supporting what's become known as Geneva II, the process of helping to find a political solution, which in the end is the solution that's going to be necessary if we're going to end the bloodshed, stop the fighting and bring peace.
French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius says there's much work ahead at Saturday's meeting in Doha.
We will try to establish the situation on the ground and see how we can help the opposition coalition and bring about a political outcome. One must not forget that every day dozens and dozens of people are killed in Syria.
French leaders have discussed the possibility of Assad ally Iran joining Geneva talks. Fabius says all those with a useful position are welcome, but that means accepting the executive powers of a transitional authority.
Iran did not accept the aim of the conference. If the new Iranian president made explicit statements to move in this direction, we will see what the position is.
Russian President Vladimir Putin is pushing for Iran's inclusion and says those who would arm rebels based on what he calls unconfirmed accusations of Damascus using chemical weapons will only further destabilize Syria. Scott Stearns, VOA News at the State Department.